Hello, welcome back to Lego City Undercover. This is BioEnchanted, and today we will be following up our lead at Bluebell Mine. So let's head over to the train station, because it really wants us to take the train there to show us how it actually works.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Just head down this nice little garden area until we find our way there. I quite like this area. There's really nothing here, but visually I like it because it's a nice little relaxing area where people can chill while waiting for a train and stuff. It feels very, I hesitate to say real, but you know what I mean. It works in the world this game's set in. And I could see there being something like that near actual train stations in bigger areas where there's more space. I'm heading over here for a purpose, but unfortunately that purpose proves purposeless. For you see, this tunnel isn't open yet, which really annoyed me. So I'll have to come back for that later. That was the thing that in the previous video I mentioned that I missed. I didn't realize I just couldn't get it yet. So let's take the train to the mine at Bluebell National Park. Just start a small loading screen and we're halfway across the map, pretty much. Here's a little screen. Almost there. These aren't nearly as bad as the loading screens for the actual levels and loading the world itself. Those take forever. But before we actually go to Bluebell Mine, there's something else I want to do. Because there's a lot of stuff we could do on the way. So sure, the game wanted us to do that, but let's just take the train back again. Because there is some stuff that I want to take care of. The train driver must be really confused right now. And the game must be just be getting really frustrated with me. Just, oh come on, do the thing I want you to do. Don't try and do this. No, you fool. Don't you know a few of the things you want to do you can't do yet? Yes, I've realised a few of the things I wanted to do on the way, I actually can't do, but most of the stuff I could, so let's show off what I can do for now. Once I've grabbed a car. Strange to have a thief using a police whistle, but there we go. There's going to be just a sequence of gold bricks and other things on the way to where we're looking for. First of all, is something I nearly forgot about. That little money, the cash machine actually behaves differently to a criminal. Everyone else gets money out, the criminal beats it up and steals from it. And beating up every vending machine, ATM machine rather, is one of the main collectibles that gives you a gold brick in this game. And here's just me doing something I forgot to do, turning on the stud multiplier. So here we are, halfway up the Treetop Hills to find the first of these trees which we can break. This is just past the first block of houses on the left. There are 3 of these dog houses we can build that we can't do anything with yet. Here was just me realising I could walk up here, but I could also take it. If I grabbed like another car, I could do something else. So let's grab a different car, this little red one.
Sorry, police business.
Cute little number. And go up this really winding hill. The one hill that's in every version of San Francisco in the universe, even the ones that aren't San Francisco. So here we go. There's actually a secret ramp in that house. That's not what we wanted it for though. Because that has also opened up most of that house for exploration. But first, we have other things to break. For example, this doghouse over here. That thing I caught was me exploring those back gardens because I thought there was something back there that isn't there. I thought there was one of these back there. I was wrong, it was just a pre-built doghouse and that wasted too much time, so.
Hey! Oh.
Also, we have this house here. The build-up is just something we'll have to deal with until we completed the story, because that's just the game's little intercom thing saying, trying to bring up a bit of dialogue saying, go to the plot, please. Please go to the plot. We want you to do the plot. Please do the plot. It's mildly annoying, and it really encourages you to actually finish the plot before you actually start doing all the roundup stuff, but I kind of wanted to get a bunch of it out of the way. Because I figured it'd be more interesting than like hour-long videos of each area at the end of the actual LP. To get at least some of it done now, when I could. So here's the other kind of collectible in this area, building these 4 satellite dishes on these mansions. There's an extra bunch of super brick here. This tree looks a bit different, as you can probably guess it wasn't one of the trees we were looking for, but I was just making certain there. The last tree we're looking for is actually behind here. Once we've gone up here, grabbed all these millions of, well, not millions yet, but all these blue studs. And considering there are like 10 of them, that's like 20,000 studs right there. So there's the other tree, let's build and break that, vice versa.
Yeah!
And of course, unlock a character token in the right hand side of the back gardens. I'm saying right hand side if you're facing Treetop Hills going up the hill. So let's head up here. This is a cute little overall mechanic. If you see those benches arranged like that, it means we can jump on the umbrella, on the taller one. And build the second of the satellite dishes. And now we'll go to the third of them, which you may have guessed was why we destroyed half of this house. Yeah, we turned the mansion into basically Starfish Island from one of the GTA games. Vice City, I think. And there's a third of them. Otherwise we already have to do some weird geometry stuff to get on top of it that we can't do yet. Funny thing is, I actually worked out that's how you got up there after I did the geometry stuff at the end game. So let's follow this and see what's in that garage, because you've probably guessed due to the positioning of it and the fact that there's a keyhole there that this is leading us to a key for the garage. Put our little key in there. Grab the super brick. Weird there's no vehicle token, but again it's a really easy thing to do, and you don't really get vehicle tokens on foot most of the time, unless it's for building a thing. We can see our final box up there, so let's try and climb up there. This annoyed me, unfortunately. This free running thing doesn't actually get you up there. I think I just misremembered something again from geometry weirdness that I did in the post game on my last run through. What we're actually supposed to do is somehow find a way through that door, because behind the house we can see at least, yeah, we can see our way up there. We just can't do anything with it yet. So there's the 4th satellite dish, we just can't finish things there yet. But at least we've got 3 of them, so we don't need to climb those houses much anymore. So that saved a little time, which is nice. So now let's head to these back gardens, so we can get that token that we unlocked. The werewolf. He's a particularly visually interesting one. We'll be seeing them in the first roundup. Essentially what I'll be doing for those kind of tokens is I'll be buying them off screen, and then I'll be using the disguise boots and the vehicle pad things to show them all off in a kind of bonus video. Which won't really be that much of a bonus, because those videos do actually add to the percentage of the game. But next week's video will be how much percentage added as well. There's our second disguise booth that gives us the harbour worker. So yeah, we're going the long way for a very interesting reason here. Here there'll be a cut, because I got a little bit lost. There we go. I was trying to find this building, which is at the back of the area. If you head straight on from Treetop Hills, at the entrance of this dock, you'll pretty much find this building straight away. It's just right at the back of the warehouses. Unfortunately, what's in here wasn't actually spawning yet. That was annoying, but I was able to at least break this, so it wasn't a complete waste of time. Boop, gold brick. And a little money to boot as well. I quite like there's that little PA system that just like an actual train station would. And yeah, that will eventually be the train station. The thing that was what I was looking for though hasn't spawned there yet, so it can't actually do that. That's why I wanted to take the long run, by the way, so that I could get that train station early, but the game didn't let me, which was just rude. Because it would have saved a lot of time in the post-game with being able to just station straight to this area. But I guess I'll just have to wait till later. So, let's head around here. To show off where that area was in relation to the bridge, it was just underneath it to the left. Against the wall of the bridge, pretty much. So, on the bridge we have something else we need to do on the way as well. Another little thing I wanted to show off.
I hope they're okay.
Whoops! I'm a bad driver. I quite like that even on the police bike we can use the boost thingy. That's kind of neat. The boost thing's on every police vehicle, and here's what I'm looking for. This little bridge. Rather ladder to underneath the bridge. I wanted to be on top of this, that would have sucked if I'd fallen off there. So that was kind of a close one. We can see the train tracks here. And if we go down this ladder, there's really nothing up on there. No, down. There we go. No, no. We find a little stud trail we can run up to find a secret. There are 2 sets of these in the game. There's 5 of these boxes, and there's one other thing we'll see later. These, of course, give hidden character tokens that aren't on the actual map screen things. Like, the map screens don't add them in any of the counts, because these things are located all over the world for both of them. So they're not really eligible for any particular area. Like, this character token isn't a token for this place, that was just the box in this place. And they can be quite tricky to find, but I know where they all are. And here we are, skipping straight to the fort, so that we can break this, and build this as well. Because that would have been a long drive across the entire bridge to get here otherwise. This is just on the other end of the bridge, pretty much. You can see it just around the corner over there. We've got the gas station manager. So let's continue our drive the long way to Bluebell National Park. We're almost there. One more stop to make before we arrive at the park itself. This, by the way, annoyed me. This token pissed me off because you'll see the studs and they're like, oh, I can just climb this. Let's climb this. Come on, let me climb this, you arse. Yeah, this annoyed me because I'd forgotten that we actually needed something else to get up here that I didn't realise we needed. I thought I just used it as a cheap weapon after getting halfway up it. I didn't realise the halfway point was the start. Because I always just skip to the halfway point anyway, like I would with any of these walls, when you have the ability to do so. So that was annoying. So let's finish our drive in an ice cream truck to Bluebell Mine. Again, a lot of stuff on the way that we're just kind of ignoring because it uses up resources I don't want to use up yet. So let's just drive around here now. Awkwardly cornering because this is a very heavy vehicle and very slow besides. Follow the studs meticulously, but not across there. Let's just drake the jump because that's more fun. And here we are, back where we started, at the mine, where the game wants us to go. But there are some extra things to do here that I want to do now because they're otherwise annoying to find. These tiny trees next to the big trees can be built into birdhouses. There were 3 of them in this area, and they are really hard to find if you don't know what you're looking for. Luckily, they're all isolated to this one little segment of this area. Otherwise, you'd be running around all over the place trying to find the other 2 of those. But I know where they all are, that they're all in this small area, so finding them is not too much of a chore. So let's get a few of these super bricks that we're seeing around here. Set them on top of there because I don't figure out how to get that, because I'm slightly slow on the uptake for that particular one, but yeah, we'll get that next time. And here's a second tiny stumpy tree next to the big tree. These sort of things are really hard to find if you don't know exactly what you're looking for, because you can often break something randomly, but then not remember what you've broken. It's like, oh, wait, I know it was a tree, but which tree? What kind? Was it a pine tree? Was it a splayed tree? Was it something else? What do we do? It can be very frustrating at times. Here's a little thing that we're not going to do yet, because it's part of something bigger that we can't do yet. So let's just move on, continue to the mine. And again, blow straight past it, because still, there's something else on the other side of the mine that I want to do before we actually go to it.
I should get to the mine.
That's
Stinky
a
might be able
red
to
herring, that
identify
tree, it's a
Alexa's gang
bastard.
members.
It's this other tree over here we're looking for. And yes, Chase, I know where we're meant to be going, but we want to do this first, because these are annoying to find.
Yeah.
But they're done now, so you don't have to ever do them again. And it unlocks our character token, so we'll go over there now. On the way though, we'll head off to the police station to pick up this. I say police station, the sheriff's station, I'm being very kind there. And there's another disguise booth. To get Ranger Barber. Already we're basically a quarter of the way through with those. These things come fairly thick and fast when you unlock them, because you don't really need any special stuff to do them, you can just break and build. So let's head up to this little hill over here, so where we can find our token to pick up the elf. Obviously very Lord of the Rings inspired, or generally fantasy inspiration, but let's head back to the mine now.
Hey, you! Stop right there. Mining regulation 4.5 states that no one unauthorized gets into the mine.
Okay, fine. We'll completely follow your rules in our burglar garb. We're not breaking any laws here. Nah, what's going wrong here? Nothing, nothing. Ooh, what's this valve handle do? Certainly not going to override your authority, interfere with your in any way.
Yeah, nobody gets one over on... Ooh, my shift's over.
That wasn't my fault. You can't say it was. No one can say it was my fault. But now the mine's clear. Everyone's buggered off for their break. So it's time for us to enter for the third level. Minor Altercation. I quite like that a lot of these levels have stupid little puns like that. That's pretty amusing.
I'm looking for Clarence Stinky Fletcher.
Other end of the main cavern. Phew, you can't miss him. I tell you, I sure won't when he retires. Hoo-hoo-wee!
There he is. Blow the charges.
With the detonator!
What the... Crab cakes!
All right, which one of you lot did that? For the last time, will people stop playing with dynamite? Oh, and you! Get some safety gear on!
Aye, aye, sir.
I don't know why he said crab cakes there. That doesn't seem particularly relevant, and it certainly didn't sound like he was using it as a curse word, because of the way he said it. Either that was odd voice direction, or just odd writing in general. But there we go. We actually get a character token in this level, Lost Wilding. It's the first one we've got in levels, that's cool. So let's break this open, so that we can actually do something in here. Because you may have guessed, we need to find safety gear. And this chugging was actually from the Wii U. It seemed to be having a little trouble handling both being recorded and actually playing at the same time. It doesn't happen much though, so I let it go. But it could be worse. The Wii U has been known to freeze entirely when I've been playing this particular game. And only this game.
So I could get rid of that tree stump in my garden.
So it may just be an issue with programming in general.
I am easily going to make my quota
Like
this month. I'm going
efficiency.
to spend my bonus on going one of those health spas, get pampered.
So let's build a free running pump.
That building Black
Up over
Gold was
here.
planning looked really nice. I doubt I could have afforded an apartment in it though.
You ain't
Apparently,
kidding. Not on our wages.
someone called Blackwell's preparing to build some kind of apartment complex. Interesting. There we go. We have our new costume, the Miner. Half of the character wheel unlocked.
This is gonna be a blast.
We also have a pickaxe, so we can actually break boulders now. Slide down here. Smash all the boulders to see what we can find. Let's pull this lever. After putting it on the thing, if that's what was in those boulders, there's that lever. Hard to see, I know. So let's build this. Looks like some kind of vending machine. For dynamite? Not particularly safe, but whatever. All it takes is putting a single stud in that we don't even lose from our counts, and we can grab a dynamite thingy.
Dagnammit! My first day in the job and I managed to jam.
So let's use the charge to blow up this
You just saved my
and
job,
repair our
buddy.
turbine. I say R, but it's their turbine. Which unleashes this crane. Which drops these parts. Which can add to the track that Jack built.
Oh, come on!
Wade through the water.
They haven't finished building the track. I can't move my car to
Chill.
fix the track.
On it.
You're my bestest friend now. You want to
Let's just break a few of the things and see what else we can find. Like that very well hidden thing. You'd pretty much have to break every single one of these boulders initially to know that's there. Which is fairly ridiculous. And here we have a completely pointless bounce pad to build. Pointless because look at this nonsense. Look where it goes. A single patch of blue studs with just some other studs on them. That is nothing. What even is that? That's pathetic. But happily we're going to this level with the double stud multiplier, which means we'll get a lot more studs than we should do much quicker. For now, let's fight these guys.
That explosion was awesome. It was like, kaboom! And I was like, whoa!
So let's move on now that they've been taken care of. And even more of them. 3 now. One thing I like is we're actually teasing different enemy types before they've even given them to us by having to have the same, similar different outfits. In this case, the sleeveless guys and the guys with full shirts. But we'll not see the payoff to that till the next episode. So we're into another dynamite thing. Let's see what we can blow up this time. Ooh, a porta potty. Mischief. I feel mischievous.
Hey! Whoa! Okay, hit taken. No more beans.
I'm surprised that I didn't kill him, but then again he's made of plastic.
Privacy, please.
Great.
So it's time
A
to do
dive
something a
board.
little weird now.
I feel much safer now.
This is a mechanic that I would hate if they put stuff in it to collect, but happily they never do, except for one exception that we will discuss when it comes up, which even then it isn't too bad. Normally all that's here is studs. And a lot of them. We're filling our meter fairly quickly in this area. Because look at how many studs we're picking up from this, and they're all doubled as well. So if we can find a blue one, we will be in the money. Silver one, that's fine. Silvers, golds, blue! Look how quick that went up. Quite like the free-falling mechanic. It's fairly fun and dynamic, and it's always relatively easy to avoid the falling stuff, so it never feels frustrating. Like, say, in Spider-Man's Shattered Dimensions, I think, Edge of Time, where you had to do similar things, but it was way more difficult. And now we suddenly pull out a parachute. I guess he knew we'd be just randomly jumping off everything in sight. So, let's not go too far, folks. I want to try and get this ring of studs. Just because. Unfortunately, I missed by a hair, but there we go.
Hey,
So let's go there
you
now.
do know there's an elevator, right?
No.
I like how annoyed Chase is on that line, just... No. He is so angry with himself for not paying attention and finding the elevator. But we wouldn't be able to see it anyway, so that's fine. And here we have a little super build. Some levels will do this. They will have a super build that you need to build to advance in the level, and a bunch of bricks hidden around the area. So we need to find a bunch of bricks to build a cable car. So let's do so. I mean, we already have enough, but there's stuff we can do beyond just building the cable car.
Do I have enough bricks for that?
And I don't just want to
super
waste all of my
might.
bricks doing that now, because if I do, it means that for the next time the story wants me to build something outside of a level, I may not have enough. So it's always best to just pick up the bricks even if you don't really need them, just because it's good to have the extras. It's always good to have just a few more than you actually need. So here we go. Let's go to our miner disguise so we can blow this up and start exploring this room properly. And while that's preparing to explode, we can also break through these.
Wow, he is
break
a
open this door.
Sleeper.
Yeah, that's quite impressive. The guys in the wheelbarrows to the left of that explosive place, as can be seen right there by the fire. It's kind of hard to see. So there we are, we've built that. Now we can use it to climb up this place and see what we can do up here, besides dealing with more criminals. Again, it feels better to come up here anyway, because it means he gets to actually deal with the criminals and not leave them hanging like Chase McCain certainly wouldn't do. He's too honest to do that. So even more of these super bricks. We're going to end up with a crazy amount by the end of this, by the way. And even then, that's not completely insane. You'll see crazy amounts of these things later on. This is nothing. So let's take this up here. Again, there's stuff in this level that I'm ignoring for purposes that we can't actually finish it yet. But there is enough stuff that we can do that I'm willing to go out my way to do those things instead. You may have noticed some fairly obvious things that are shown up on this area that I'm not interacting with, and that's just because I can't get to them all right now. So let's climb up these now. Break through here. And we have a new mechanic as well up here, which is part of the reason I wanted to come up here.
I'm sure the
these
foreman was
torches.
just messing with me when he said this part of the mine was haunted.
Why is he not hitting the thing?
But just touch me.
There, finally. That was weird. He just wouldn't do it. So now we've got a torch, but we have a very limited fuse. So let's get it to this fuse to blow it up.
Stand well back.
I like Chase's evil laugh there. That's pretty cute. So let's climb up here and break this canary out of its cage. So apparently we'll remember Peter now. So let's keep climbing. Just keep climbing, just keep climbing. There we are. This is weird, this part. I'm trying to get on this ladder and onto that thing, but it just isn't quite working out for me. There! There we go. It's weird they kind of magnets you to some of those ledges, because it feels like a closed door just right over that. Yeah. But it wouldn't let me. But there's a second canary. So let's climb around these to get yet another part of the super big collection. Up this ladder and down here to finish our circuit of this room.
I spent all day breaking rocks and lugging boulders about. When I get home, I should be allowed to put my feet up.
Break through this to get one more. We have quite a lot now. Let's see how many we need to actually build this super build now that we've done that.
How are we gonna get to the other side of the cavern?
2,000, we're way
Good
over.
work, man. Not that I'm gonna get in it. Those things ain't safe.
That's fine. I'm not after safe, I'm after quick. So let's get over this chasm.
You have a good trip, though. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Watch this.
Why do you have that button? Why does that button exist?
Oh!
Why does a cable car have a self-destruct button?
That ought to stop him.
Legs, check.
Not even
Arms,
close.
check. Head, check. What do you know? I'm still alive!
Now we have a new obstacle though. This guy throwing exploding boulders at us. So let's try and get around here. Whoops! That was my bad, but luckily I have so many bricks it doesn't, studs it doesn't really matter. So now let's break open this canary cage. To be fair, in this version Chase is a criminal. He doesn't know about the canary thing and the gas. He switches into a dumber form so we can get the thing done he needs to do. Or maybe Chase is just that naive. So let's keep trying to climb this in an infinite loop of failure.
More
Finally,
bad
there we
guys.
are.
I must be getting close to Stinky.
Shame we can't turn them into objects to break them. That would have been quite funny, but there you go. So that should have broken that pile of rubble, but there we go. So, now we have other things to blow up. Well, not blow up, but climb up. There's the button that somehow houses self-destruct. And now we'll head up the slope, so we can head up here.
Here's an
That's
idea,
boring.
Chase. Maybe don't fall in that terrifying grinder machine.
So let's run against this conveyor belt, jump over these flaming boulders to get up here, where we actually need to go. Break through these boulders. So they're just in the way here. And deal with these last few goons. At the moment, all the exits is blocked, but it's still useful. It's always fun to throw people around, though. So, over here is yet the final canary cage. And of course, with that we have one of these as well. Break through these boulders, for no reason apparently. And then go over here to break all this stuff in one hit, which was nice of the game to let the collision do that. Because now we have all the pieces we need to build another vending machine. More dynamite to blow up another porta potty, isn't that fun? Not appropriate for mining site, but fun. Luckily Chase doesn't actually do this for a day job, otherwise he probably wouldn't last more than a day. So let's blow that up. We'll worry about the jiggling blocks later. Jump up to this final level of the area. With a locked power that we can't do anything with, and a bunch of boulders that don't really hold much of interest.
Where's Stinky?
Now we can get into this shack and find what's happened to Stinky Fletcher. In this safe we find...
Ooh, a voice recorder. Maybe there's a clue on it.
Fletcher's log 3011. I've been... Eh? Who's that?
Get him!
Yeah!
I'll hide his recorder, boss.
They've got Stinky, but I might still be able to catch up with them.
And now we have to level over.
Long time no see, Kane.
Rex Fury!
Looking for someone?
What's that? Wow.
Leave him. There's nothing he can do. My guy says he's found someone to steal us a nice new truck. Courtesy of the Lego City PD. Oh! Turn that noise off!
Did an ice cream truck hit me?
It looks that way, but no. You got beat up, Chase. Good thing Dunby sent me up here.
Duke. Ow. I was looking for a miner.
but Rex got to him first.
Try not to speak.
Natalia, you came here for me?
No. He'll be fine.
Then why?
I was in the area.
Her daddy's gone missing.
What? Don't worry, Natalia. I'll find him.
I'll find him. Without you. I never should have testified against Rex Fury.
If Rex has got her daddy, and you're planning on rescuing him, then you're gonna need to learn how to defend yourself. Go see this guy. He knows Kung Fu.
Now we begin with the Matrix jokes. So let's poly off these shield pieces, which are kind of oddly placed, but there we go. Get Ross Wilding officially counted. And finally, we've actually completed the Lego City Hero gauge now that we have double bricks enabled with studs. That's nice. So let's let it save and then move on. So now we need to go to the dojo.
Hey, Chase,
to
what
learn
did you
how to
find
fight.
out at the mine?
That I'm lousy at fighting.
Huh?
Rex was there. He grabbed Stinky before I could find him and then knocked me out.
Whoa! So what are you gonna do?
Get some training at the local dojo to make sure that he can't do that again.
Okay, and I'm gonna give Frank another call. I bet he's lost his phone.
So let's use this dynamite first of all to blow up this silver box. Now that we can finally do that. Boom! And a red brick. Potentially useful, but limited in use. And let's now head over to where the dojo is. While also collecting a few more super bricks on the way. Apparently not. At least not those ones anyway. For now, let's get up here, because I've realised, because I was an idiot, you can just jump on these boulders and be up here. Easy! I thought you'd just slide off them, but nope. These are the one, for some reason, some flat objects you slide off, some rounded objects you don't. It's inconsistent. But also, I was supposed to actually use that bounce pad to get up there. So double stupid for me. I could have done it the dumb way earlier. I didn't know what the smart way was. Isn't that fun? There's a lot of that kind of weirdness in this game where you can do it something the stupid way, and then the stupid way somehow unlocks the smart way later. Let's continue getting a few more of these though, because this is going to be quite a heavy one when it comes to the price. But it's going to be worth it, because we need to get across this chasm. So let's build Serenity Bridge. I just love the way these super builds go together, especially with the slow-mo effect. That always looks really satisfying to build. And the sound effects are really good as well. Because you also, some of them actually have unique sound effects, like that one having the kind of a ancient Chinese instruments martial artist thing going on. Let's collect all this stuff with the double studs on and get like hundreds of thousands from it, while also getting the Karate Guy character token. And with that, I'll see you next time as we explore the dojo. So I will see you then. Goodbye.